Good morning, salutations for those who are getting their day together, need some inspiration. That's not mold paper. I have some eggplant here or aubergine, depending on where you're from. I got a couple of them. I lost a blossom there. That's getting to be pretty big. Got a couple of them going here. I might pick them tomorrow. Have some onions coming up here. I have my basil that transplanted well. I got that from a clipping and then I propagated it. Once it formed roots, I put it in soil for a bit, let the roots establish more. And then I put it in the ground here to be a companion plant for my eggplants as well as my tiny tomato plant that's being smothered by the eggplant. I might have to trim some leaves back so it can get some sun. I have a lot of blossoms on my eggplant, so we will be enjoying eggplant for a while. As a dog. My brassica still, it's giving, not giving. And there's my ginger. Sorry, my brain is on time delay right now. There's some things growing in that planter box there. I have some new seedlings starting. I hope you can hear me. I covered them up to protect them from a grasshopper that's around here, and it looks like they're coming up. Oops, I just injured that one. Ah, oh well, needed to be thinned out. I think these are my Swiss char. And then I'm going to cover them back up and carefully, I'm going to use the larger one. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And there is my rosemary, some lemongrass. There is the culprit right here. That thing. Garden pests. Yeah. I have to get rid of it. I don't have any chickens, so I have to get rid of it some way, but not on camera. And here's my pumpkins. Every morning I come out here and I change the water for the birds. I have left the dirt in here so they can have some like gravel in their guts because they have gizzards. Feed them some bird seed mix there, which I will do soon. I'm still working on this planter box. Gonna have that hopefully built today. Here's my corn and more yams or sweet potatoes. My pumpkins are getting out of control here, but that's okay because if they don't produce anything within the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to pull them out because I'm running out of time. Our first frost date here in zone 9B is December. So it's got to start producing something. And then have some turnips, some peas. This is my only surviving cucumber plant, which I haven't got any cucumbers. We had a really bad aphid infestation, and it wiped out 4 of my plants that were here. I'm thinking of putting some pole beans up just to help amend the soil, help with the soil, get the soil corrected a bit. Yeah, snap, crackle, pop. The sage, we don't drop it like it's hot. We drop it like it's tepid. Yeah. There's my turnip. It's not round yet, so I'm not going to pull it. I'm not going to disturb them for a bit. I'm thinking of putting some phosphorus in this area. It doesn't need any more nitrogen. It's really good because it's been prolific with its greens. That's not a problem getting leaves. It's the roots I want to be productive. Here's my tomato plant. Has any of you guys had thick leaves on your tomatoes? Because I had a round where the leaves were really thick. I mean, they're thick. And then these are here. I'm touching it with a different hand just in case I don't want to cross-contaminate anything. These are thinner, greener, and it seems like that they're healthier. These don't look so healthy over here on the side. Same plant. So it kind of looked a little rusty for a while. I trimmed off a lot of it. I've got new blossoms. See how just thick and curled it is? Yeah. And I've gotten blossoms everywhere, but still nada. Thank you. It is kind of calming. I like to grab my coffee, come out here, do some watering, check on my plants. A lot of my plants I've gotten as rescue plants, like this one I purchased for $2 at a box store. It's blue. And put it in the ground. Took care of it. I thought it needed a shaded area, but once that tree came out over here, there was a tree here. It got more sunlight and it just shot up. It just did its thing. So, but I missed that tree. I missed the shade. I used to use this area as a work area for my garden. I'd make my planter boxes and things like that. This right here is my loofah. I am not the only one who's had a loofah problem this year, where the loofahs just took a while to start. The blossoms are coming in pretty late, but like I said, I still have until December, so hopefully I'll get a loofah. And this is my bell pepper plant here. I believe it's bell pepper. Got some blossoms going on. This one's changing color, so I'll go ahead and pick it. Usually with the bell peppers, they'll shoot straight up like that, and then once they get ripe enough, then they kind of like droop down, hence a bell. There's another blossom. And I have some more over here. And I have a volunteer tomato plant right there. You can barely see it. But there it is. And I was like, I never planted anything here before. This is the first time I planted in this spot right here because it had so much shade and I was worried that it wouldn't thrive. And I was like, where did this tomato plant come from? Because I didn't compost in this area. And then the mystery was solved. There's a tomato plant right there. I ain't mad at it. So their cherry tomato must have fell, and I guess that's the variety it is. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Ladybug! Ladybug! No, you can't come out here, Ladybug. She's awful. She's awful in a good way. We have a busy street, and I don't want her to try and get out the gate. And see how there's my loofah still coming out over here. It's coming over here, too. All the way over there, and whatever it wants to climb, it will try and climb. I had some loofah buds over here in this area, but for some reason, it just decided not to take, and they dropped off. I think human intervention had something to do with it because it was climbing over the neighbor's wall. This is my zucchini. I think I might pull this out because I'm not getting anything else from it. I'm going to do a chop and drop. Oops, sorry about that. I have a blossom here. So little tiny ones. Let's see if they take. I usually manually pollinate these. And here's my marigolds. And this eggplant here is not doing so well, but the leaves here, these are the newest leaves and they're really green. So I'm hoping that it does come back. I do have some buds coming up here that I've taken. So it will produce stuff. It's just, look, and there's one right there too. And then I have this bell pepper here too, which I found out that I have mice in here somewhere because one of these were chewed up. Look at that. I have to find a way of eradicating these mice. I know they gotta live, but I didn't create this as a buffet for pests or rodents. And these are my serrano peppers here. I may have to trim it back because it's putting too much energy in the leaves. And my serranos aren't getting very big. They're pretty short and stubby, like that one there. So they haven't gotten very big, but they are producing. And they often just get so ripe that they turn red and drop off. There's a volunteer plant here too from the bird seed, so birds are happy with that. I have a brassica here, it's a volunteer, as well as my zinnias and my herbs. And then next year I will have blueberries. So I'm looking forward to that. I have some more plants in the front yard, but I don't want to show them off right now. I have a dragon fruit, basil, my mother basil plant, as well as periwinkles, Thai basil. This is my garden, and this is kind of the walkthrough I do every day. Oh, this is a cherry tree that I grew from store-bought seed. I bought cherries, stratified them, and they came up. I got that at Trader Joe's 2 years ago, I think it is. So next year I'll probably have olives. And that is my mushroom area. It was supposed to be my mushroom area, but like I said, the tree got knocked down, so there's no more shade, no more perfect conditions for mushrooms to grow. And I need to weed this area because I can't have the grass too long. The ticks and fleas and stuff like that. And you see my foster doggo. She needs a area where she can be comfortable in and not have to scratch and itch. And this is the area here where I have some plants. Next year I'm going to have more vining plants. I don't have to see the neighbor's yard. Not that it's a bad neighbor's yard, but to give us both privacy to enjoy our backyard. Oh, there's a sticker bush there. Ugh, goat heads, thorns. Ah. So that's it. I'm going to get rid of this area here. This is a planter box that I built out of reclaimed wood, but it was a temporary pond for a toad that we found. The toad has vacated. Herman said, I'm out of here. Probably found a better place. The neighbor has a pool. I'm hoping he's not in it. My lemongrass. I might have to pull that eggplant. It's getting pretty long there. So I'm going to harvest some stuff from the garden today. Just a couple of things. Take them inside. I don't think I have any more honey nut squash. I'm not seeing anything changing colors in here. But I need to clear out some of these sweet potatoes or yams. I have to look at the thing. I didn't grow them from seed or homegrown slips. I rescued them from Lowe's. They were $2 a pack, so I couldn't resist. My corn I need to pollinate. All right, well, this thing's running too long. I'm going to go turn this off and look at some ladybugs. Have a good day. Happy Taco Tuesday, however you celebrate. Happy gardening. Stay hydrated. Bye.